Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, class 7th. I hope you are staying safe and healthy through these unusual times. So, today's topic is density. Welcome to your physics class. Our today's topic is density. Each substance has a certain mass and it occupies a space. Generally, a substance that has more mass occupies more space. We can also say a substance that has more mass has more volume. It has been experimentally observed that equal masses of different substances have different volumes. Equal volumes of different substances have different masses. So it has been observed experimentally. So we will understand this with the help of an activity. So this activity is to show that equal masses of different substances have different volumes. So you have to take a beam balance, a common salt and 1 kg weight. You need these things. Now what you have to do is that we place the 1 kilogram weight on the right pan of a beam balance and we place common salt on the left pan. We place the common salt on the left pan till the mass of common salt becomes equal to the mass of that 1 kg iron weight. Then we observe the space occupied by common salt and the 1 kg iron weight. So when you observe the space, you will observe that 1 kg of common salt occupies more space than 1 kg weight, right? So from this we can conclude that equal masses of different substances have different volumes. In this activity we have taken 1 kg iron weight and 1 kg salt, and we have observed that the 1 kg salt is taking more space than 1 kg iron weight. Since the salt is taking more space, it means it has more volume than the iron. Okay, so it means that equal masses of different substances have different volume. Okay, next activity is, in this activity we this activity is to show that equal volume of different substances have different masses. In the previous activity we have same masses, now we have same volume, and here we will prove that equal volume of different substances have different masses. So in this activity you need to take 4 cubes. One is made of iron, second is made of glass, third is made of aluminium, and fourth is of wood, and each having side 1 centimeter, and take a beam balance. Now find the mass of each cube using a beam balance. What do you observe? What did you observe? You will observe that when you weight the cubes on a beam balance, you will find that their masses are different, and when you compare all their masses, you will find that the iron cube is the heaviest and the wooden cube is the lightest. So from this you can conclude that equal volume of different substances have different masses. Here we have taken the 4 cubes which has equal volume, but when we weigh all the 4 cubes, then we found that all the 4 cubes have different masses. The iron is the heaviest and the wooden cube is the lightest, right? So here it is proved that equal volumes of different substances have different masses. Now the third activity, in this activity this activity is to show that equal volumes of different substances have different masses. Now we have equal volume and different masses. Now we have to prove this. So for this you have to take two identical glass, water, kerosene and a beam balance. Now what we do, we first fill one glass with water and the other with kerosene, and we pour the equal amount of water and the equal amount of kerosene in both the glasses. Okay, now we place one glass on one pan and the other glass on the other pan of a beam balance. Then we observe that the pan with the glass containing water goes down. What does it means? It means that the mass of water is more than the mass of kerosene, right? So this proves that both have the equal volumes. We have taken the amount of water and kerosene, both are equal, it means they have equal volumes. But when we weigh them, we have observed that they have different masses. Water has more mass than kerosene. Proves that equal volumes of different substances have different masses, right? So mass of water is more than the mass of kerosene, so water is denser than kerosene. It means that water is denser than kerosene. Similarly, in the previous activity, in the activity 2, the mass of aluminum cube is more than the mass of a glass cube. So from here we can conclude that the aluminum is denser than glass, and the mass of the iron cube is more than the mass of the aluminum cube. So it means that iron is more denser than aluminum, right? So when more amount of mass is packed into the same volume, it becomes denser. So we express the amount of mass in a given volume in terms of density. So students, what is density? The mass per unit volume of a substance is called its density. Density D is equals to mass of a substance M divided by volume of a substance V. We'll write it like this also. D is equals to M by V. So the formula for density is D is equals to M by V. What is the formula for density? D is equals to M by V. M is the mass of a substance and V is the volume of a substance. Okay. So the density of a substance increased when the mass of a substance is increased for a given volume, or the density of a substance increases when the volume of a substance is decreased for a given mass. Now units of density. The unit of density is what? We know that density is equals to mass by volume, right? So what would be the unit? Unit of density is equals to what? Unit of mass divided by unit of volume. In SI system, the unit of mass is kilogram and the unit of volume is meter cube. So the unit of density would be kilogram per meter cube, or you can write it like this, kilogram per meter cube. We'll write it like this also, m to the power minus 3. This is the SI unit of density. What is the SI unit of density? Kilogram per meter cube. Or you can write this like kilogram, we write kg, m to the power minus 3. And in CGS system, the unit of mass is gram, and the unit of volume is centimeter cube. So in CGS system, unit of density would be what? Gram per centimeter cube. Gram per centimeter cube. Or you can write gram centimeter minus 3 to the power minus 3. And 1 gram per centimeter cube is equals to 1000 kilogram per meter cube. This is the relation between the SI and CGS units of density. 1 gram per centimeter cube is equals to 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Next topic is measuring density of regular solid. So the density of regular solid can be measured by measuring its mass and by measuring its volume. Okay, the mass of the regular solid is measured by a beam balance. Okay, and its volume is measured by the formula. So now suppose we have a wooden box and we have to find out the density of this wooden box. And you can see here that the dimensions, we can measure the dimensions of this wooden box by a ruler. Okay, so here the dimensions are given. Here the length is 10 centimeter. Length is equals to 10 centimeter. Breadth is equals to 6 centimeter. And height is equals to 5 centimeter. And we have to find out the density of this cuboid. So to find out the density, we first find out the mass. So here suppose the mass of this wooden box would be 900 grams. So mass is of wooden box is equals to 900 gram. Okay, now we'll find out the volume of wooden box. We know the formula for the cuboid. Volume of cuboid is what? Length into breadth into height. Length is 10, breadth is 6 and height is 5. So here we get the volume 300 centimeter cube. Now we use the formula of density. Density is equals to mass by volume. We know the mass. The mass is 900 gram and the volume is 300. So when we cancel out this, so here we get 3 gram per centimeter cube. So this is how we find out the density of regular solid. And students, to find out the density of an irregular solid, what we do, we need to first find out the volume of that irregular solid. So this we have done in the previous class. I told you that how we find the density of an irregular solid, right? So use that method to find out the volume of an irregular solid, and we'll measure the mass of this irregular solid by using beam balance, and then we'll find out the density of an irregular solid. So in the previous class I told you that first we dip the stone in the cylinder, we'll observe the initial reading and the final reading of the water level, and then we subtract both the readings. So here we have get 20 milliliter, right? And we know that 1 milliliter is equals to 1 centimeter cube, so 20 milliliter is equals to 20 centimeter cube. So this is the volume of the stone, right? And now suppose that the mass of the stone is equals to 60 gram. So we'll find out the density. Density is equals to mass upon volume. So mass is 60 gram and volume is 20. So when we cancel out, we'll get 3 gram per centimeter cube. As we'll study till here only, your homework is that you have to read activity 6 and activity 7 on page number 16. Inshallah, in the next class we'll study about the distance and speed. Okay students, Allah Hafiz.